Good morning, tribe. Welcome to the Zulu Group video, youth development and youth sports, youth nutrition, and youth health. I want to cover some key issues about developing young people just from a sports specific, maybe getting them ready for high school, collegiate sports, helping them to get ready for skill sets, covering some bases on nutrition and other different aspects that most people or understand because they don't do the research and they don't work with people like myself, which are epigenetics coach or developmental specialists like myself. So I'm going to start on nutrition, which I often get asked by parents who have young people who are growing, what type of diet should they be on, especially if they're showing some signs of carrying a little bit extra body weight, being a little chubby, and having some issues with conditioning and being in shape or performing specific tasks that is relevant or related to their sport. The first thing and the number one thing in human nutrition, and I want every parent and everybody out there to understand that getting out into the sun is crucial to neurological, muscle, ligament, tendons, bone density, hormones, or what we call vitamin exchange, strengthening, healthy immune system, lymph nodes. I can go on and on. If you are in a warmer climate where the temperature or the sun is prevalent and the temperature stay pretty warm year round, as opposed to if you're in a northern climate in the United States where you go through different seasons and you have winter months that occur. If you look at the demographics, and it's been this way ever since I was a kid, that kids in the warmer climates, kids that are out participating, doing skill sets, out running track, out in the sun, are more highly developed mentally, physically, neurologically, speed, athletically than kids in the northern hemisphere. Why is this? Because sunlight plays a direct role on hormone production, brain development, and neurological development. So that is the number one thing. So if you're in a northern climate and you have a basketball player, you have a kid that's a little bit overweight and you want to maybe help influence the way that they're growing, get them out into the sun. I don't like really putting kids on nutritional diets unless they are taking in things that are processed, high fructose corn syrup, and they are destroying certain organs inside their body. Processed foods have pesticides and are not really food or nutritionally dense, so their body is craving it. And at the same time, they are being bombarded with high fructose corn syrup, other different aspects that have no macro, micro, phytonutrients, density to it. And so in this growth spurt, which naturally young kids have a growth spurt, that's why they do not start off with hormones or when they go through what is called puberty. So as a young child, your immune system is brand new. It has not been bombarded. You have not been poisoned or bombarded with carcinogens or other things inside the atmosphere or the environment. And two is that you are still growing, and so your body will repair, recover a lot more efficient and a lot faster than someone who has been here for a period of time, doing the same things over and over, eating the same food, and just going through the carcinogen and the aging process. So that is very important. The second nutritional thing is get them fruit. Wash your fruit that you get from the store in baking soda and distilled water to try to alleviate some of the pesticides and different things that are inside there. Get them fruit. Their body needs fruit. Don't worry too much about the proteins and all the other different aspects and the grains and the milk and the stuff that they say out here in this delusional existence, because every child do not develop at the same rate, and different kids, different ethnicities, but in general, humanity and humankind needs an energy source. And for a child to be active, to be alert in school, to have brain function, to be able to have an attention span, they need to have a certain level of glycogen, glucose, gluconeogenesis, along with ATP and other aspects of their body going on to develop their cardiovascular muscle system and everything else. Protein will play a part. The protein is not as important because hormones are the driving factor in the growth aspect of a child. So part 2 is about exercising and working out. Soccer, track, any sport that is out in the summertime in the sun is going to be very important in any other sporting arena or in general to healthy child development. Being outside, doing active sports, running, cutting is going to strengthen ligaments, tendons, muscles, joints. Nutritionally, replenishing the body, developing hormones because of the direct effect of the sunlight onto the skin and being out in the environment. So then I usually start with skill development. So working on skills that is going to transfer over into all sporting arenas, and then we get sports specific as they become more advanced. And then the technical aspects of what it takes to be an athlete, from neurological understanding of the body, skill sets, technically how to perform exercises, how these exercises are going to transfer over into the sporting arena that you're trying to participate in, how to interact with other teammates, how to interact with your coach, what you can expect from a training aspect, from a practice aspect, what is going to be required of you in high school, how you can be all state, what is going to be required of you to get a college scholarship, what is going to be required of you in college, how to understand and evaluate body injury and when you should and shouldn't push yourself. All these different aspects is very important for you and your young person to understand, to be fully armed and prepared for your child to excel at whatever sporting event, high school, collegiate, little league, and develop to their full genetic potential, and sometimes surpass that potential, because genetics do play a big part, but epigenetics is what drive great athletes and what separate people from being average, good, and great. For more information on how to get your youth started, or for a consultation to see what would be a good or the next important steps that you may need to take as a parent to start developing your young person, you can contact me on my website, www.lgfitnessmessiah.com. Or you can message me on Facebook. I'm on IG, Instagram, IFBBLG9. Or you can shoot me an email, my last name, Gilchrist, GILCHRIST 68 @gmail.com. Have a great day. And remember, youth development is a process that starts from as early as 11, 10, 12, and continue all the way through college and hopefully